post it on the social. All right. Let's see if you're live. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 1 podcast, episode number 91. And I'm joined by my co-host Roy. After a long break, Roy, how are you doing?
I'm excited, really excited about this season.
Indeed, I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of predictions. Arsenal look to be more favorites this year for the title.
We've done this 2 years in a row. I think last year I was pretty confident, wasn't I?
Yeah.
The year before I wasn't, and I was right. But last year I was pretty confident we're going to do it.
Yep.
I guess we still lack a little bit of quality.
Yep.
I think that tiny bit of lacking of attacking threat, it's kind of ruined our season last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think this season we're much more equipped to do it. Mm-hmm. I do think we still need a couple of players, one players at least, attacking player.
Yeah. So attacking players, you mean like that left-sided attacking player?
Either a striker or a backup for Saka.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, because you guys are signed.
Or both, or player can play
both
the positions. I think it's probably what we're trying to do. I do think we are going to do a transfer, but it's going to be the last day or the last 2 weeks of the transfer window.
So obviously we've seen California come in for Arsenal.
Yep.
Play left back, left centre back.
Yep.
Merino is the other one for midfield potentially.
Yeah, it's been quiet now. It's gone a bit quiet. I'm not sure what's going on there. Should be fine.
Yeah.
All the news pointing is a done deal.
Yeah.
But we do need a striker / winger.
Yeah. Because as I've just seen like Fabrizio's tweet about Merino, negotiations between Arsenal and Real Sociedad remain active. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's been like this for 2 weeks now. So usually we pull the trigger pretty quickly.
Yeah. I guess we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, but we do need a striker though. I think striker is a bigger issue.
Yeah, because in preseason we've seen Gabriel Jesus play there. He's looked good, to be honest. And then we've seen Havertz play in midfield, but then when Jesus comes off, Havertz goes to that striker role.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, these two players, they're good players, really good players, but they're not the players that can make things out of nowhere.
Or like an X factor player.
You need someone who can just, like Alexis Sanchez, right? Yeah. He can just make things out of nothing.
Yeah.
Someone can score a goal when we are.
You need that edge to push
under
you
the pump. You
up.
know, you just one X factor player.
Yeah. Fair enough. True, because like Saka is like every game he has to play. He's just pushed into the ground after a point. So you probably need like another threat, is what you're saying, probably.
Just one. We just need one. I think it would be complete with just one more player.
Yep.
Plus Merino would be fine.
All right, we'll wait and see. Obviously, the transfer window is open, I think, until the end of game
August.
Week. Yeah, so that's game week 3, I guess, in terms of FPL point of view. So obviously there are rumors with like a lot of players, like Ivan Toney is one that's been floating about for various teams. Eze is another one that's been floating about for various teams. So we'll kind of have to wait and see. But I'll bring up the fixture ticker. So this is the first 8 game weeks. I've gone first 8 game weeks because I think a lot of people will be looking to wildcard somewhere around that, within that first 8 game weeks. Now, I haven't even got your thoughts about like the whole new rule changes and whatnot. What do you think? Five free transfers now you can roll, and you can also, in previous times, once you play the wildcard, you lost all your free transfers. Now you get to carry those over to the next week as well.
I actually think it makes sense, right? Why would you lose a free transfer if you don't use it? It does not make sense. I guess that give you more thinking time as well. You can plan ahead. You can save 4 or 5 transfers, so you can change the whole team really. Whereas before, the maximum you can do is 2, which it kind of limit what you can do. For example, if you start with Salah and Haaland in the game week 1, if you plan to get rid of one in 5 weeks' time, you can move 3 or 4 pieces in one go without 4 points. Whereas before, you're going to have to do 2 transfers this week, then wait for another 2 weeks to do another 2 transfers. I think it's good news for the managers, but especially for the managers who plans ahead.
Fair enough. Yeah. So because previously you were the ones who are more active now can actually plan, and if they have 2, 3, 4 transfers saved up, you can change your team basically in one game week as well. So you can target those fixture blocks as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
A lot of people wants to use the wildcard in game week 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
But instead of using a wildcard, they can just save 4 or 5 transfers and use in one go.
Yeah, exactly. But then you never know. You might have fires that could happen. Yeah.
Emergency always happens.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, so we'll see.
But I just think it's a fair change. I think it's a good idea.
Yep. And also the other thing that has been interesting is pricing this season. So a lot of different price points. We'll see in terms of your draft as well. But we'll start with the teams on top. So Liverpool on top there. What have you thought so far? Are you interested? I think you have a few.
Yeah, I think they have a new manager.
Yeah.
Pre-season they've been doing well.
Yeah.
And Salah didn't do any international football during the summer.
Yep.
So he's pretty fit. Looks like they got some good fixtures as well. I mean, I like how they operate in the transfer market. There's not much transfer deals.
No, they haven't done anything.
I'm not sure what's going on. But maybe he's just happy with the team he's got.
Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Or it's just like they're trying to find that perfect one and they haven't been able to find it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. When the new manager takes over, the hardest thing is because all those players are used to the previous manager. It's so hard to get them onto his side. It happens in every club when they change manager. That transition is so difficult.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him talking. I don't know what's he like.
Yep.
But he seems like want to incorporate all the existing players and see how they perform before he can do something. I feel like that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Which is good for the players already there because I'm still in his plan and nothing's really changed. They might tweak a few tactics, but generally they're going to be the same team as last year.
Fair enough. Okay. So Liverpool, obviously, I think for me personally, I've got the same player that you'd have in your draft as well. There are a few others. Obviously, Jota scored in the last preseason as well. Been a very interesting pick. But then they've got a lot of options as well in terms of Diaz, Gakpo, Nunes as well, potentially. So one to kind of wait and see. From an FPL point of view, is it only Salah or for you? Or
at this stage, yes. He's the only one.
Yeah.
You can pretty much say 98% he will play the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. Everyone else is uncertainty minutes.
Everyone else, you just don't know, right?
Yeah.
You just don't know. Defenders maybe Van
Yeah.
Dijk will play.
Yeah.
Trent will play. That's it really. Robertson is injured or something, so not too sure what is he gonna do there.
Yeah, I think Tsimikas will play the first one. But I think Robertson will eventually be eased back in. He played. So they had a preseason game. They had 2 preseason games on the same day. And Robertson played the second one, so he might be eased back in. But I think Tsimikas will start game week 1.
Yeah.
Um.
So I think all in all, probably Trent, Van Dijk, Alisson, Salah,
Yep.
nailed on.
The rest are like minutes risk, most likely.
Yeah. What's that midfielder, the Argentine guy?
McAllister.
I think he will play.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really produce that much point for FPL purposes anyhow. So
Fair enough. All right. Moving from Liverpool, I want to go straight to we'll go to Arsenal because they've got. Let's say they have an interesting run of fixtures. I would say opening set of fixtures. With Wolves, Villa, Brighton, Spurs, City in the opening 5 game weeks. That hasn't really put you off too many Arsenal assets in the first place, anyways.
not really. No. If you want to win the league, you're gonna have to beat everyone. So
fair enough. That's true. So if you were to pick or if you were to suggest Arsenal players for FPL with those fixtures kept in mind as well, which ones do you still think the defense will be solid for those fixtures, or
I guess I'm quite biased, as you know.
enough, but it's good to get a viewpoint.
If I put myself in a neutral standpoint, I mean, the first game, Brighton game should be all right. Aston Villa, because I've watched all the games, the preseason games Arsenal played. The last 2 games, I think the players were taught to play as if it's a real competitive game. The intensity was there. All the players knew exactly what's going on, what to do. They look ready, right? They look ready. I just feel like even though the games are tough, is at the start of the season, but that applies to every single other team as well. With Aston Villa, I mean, I think we lost both games to them last season.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. That's the game if we won the game against Aston Villa, we'll be winning the league, right? I think with that game, Arsenal players will really try to win that one.
Yeah, it's
because of what happened last season.
Yeah.
Spurs, City, I think early stage, anything can happen. If we're not ready, they're not ready, but I think we're ready. With Spurs, they have new players coming in. City, there are going to be changes in City because they sold some players. They haven't replaced them. I think is the right time to play against these teams because we're the most stable. We're the most stable team in the top 4, top 6 teams. So I'm fairly confident, actually.
In terms of defenders, now with California signing as well, does that make Saliba the most safest option?
Yeah, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. I think these 3 are nailed.
Yeah.
The left side, Zinchenko will start. But I don't know, at a certain point, Zinchenko can't play whole 90 minutes, right? Someone's going to have to come in to finish the game off. So the left back, you just don't know. You can't pick anyone from there.
Yeah.
The other 3, I think, is pretty good.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Ben White is 0.5 more expensive than Saliba and Gabriel.
Yep.
I think Gabriel and Saliba, there's no brainer there. Anyone.
It's fine. We've seen the score in the last preseason game as well, both of them.
Yeah, all the corners with the set pieces, Arsenal set pieces were just good at that.
Yeah, fair enough. Attacking wise, Saka obviously not much of a preseason, but knowing Arteta, he'll play Saka regardless. Havertz been reclassified as a forward. I've got Havertz in my team. Good option, bad option, or do you think maybe Odegaard at 8.5 in midfield would be better?
I think with the price point Havertz is at, you have better options. He's a good player. He will score some goals. He's not your 25 goals a season player. But I think there are better options than Havertz at that price point.
If I wanted to get an Arsenal attacker and say Saka was just too expensive because 10 million, right? Slightly up. Because if you have like Salah and Haaland, it's not as easy to like get Saka as well. Then if you had to pick between Havertz and Odegaard.
Odegaard, for sure. He's got good preseason. He didn't play the Euro, so he's fit. He's been training. Physically, he's better. He's in better shape. It's going to be Odegaard for me.
Okay, interesting. I have to see now what to do. Okay, because I was looking at like that 8.5 midfield price, and I've got a different. I'll show you the team that I've got as well.
The thing is with Havertz. I think Arteta still want him to play the left 8.
Yes, because he's played there in preseason a couple of times, but then he moves to the striker spot after Gabriel Jesus comes off.
So that's the thing, right? Gabriel Jesus will play. If he starts, Havertz is going to have to go back to left 8. And Rice goes to 6. And it's easy to change. You've got Party on, Rice go to the left 8, then Havertz push up when Jesus is a bit tired. That could happen. So I just don't think Havertz is not 100% striker.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So he's probably going to be playing midfield quite a lot as well. Now I'm wondering, because even when he played the midfield in the preseason game, he got 2 assists from that as well. Now I'm wondering whether it probably increases his number of minutes as well in the game. The only thing is,
he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's a good pick. Just who else is on the same price point is
for strikers.
Solanke?
Solanke is 7.5. Yeah, 0.5 cheaper. No one else, I think, at 8 million. Solanke 7.5. Obviously, Watkins is way more expensive, and Isak is at 8.5.
I mean, so Havertz is 8, Watkins is 9. Isak is 8.5. Right? If you really compare Havertz and Isak,
you're
going to pick Isak, right?
Yeah. I guess if you compare Solanke and Havertz. That's basically, so it's either you go Solanke or Havertz, or you downgrade it to like a Joao Pedro or Muniz and use that money to upgrade elsewhere.
If you don't have Son, then Solanke is a good option because they're not going to buy him and not play him, right?
No, I think he'll start.
If he starts, he's a striker. Son will go to the left. Then he becomes a really good choice.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, he scored 19 goals last season.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't think he's going to take the penalty, but
no,
they'll still give him like 15, basically.
Okay, something for me to think about.
If you really compare these two, I'll go Solanke, then Havertz.
Okay. Damn, that's coming from an Arsenal fan. Okay, I had to think about it.
He's an Arsenal fan, by the way.
Who, Solanke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a childhood Arsenal fan.
What to do now? He's playing for Spurs. Nothing can be done.
I don't know why. Bad career choice.
Talking about Spurs, interested in any of the Spurs players? Oh. Bad person to ask the question.
I just think Solanke is a good pick. I mean, he will play. Because, I don't know, if you don't pick Salah, you might have Son, right? If you have Son, you don't pick Solanke. If you do have Salah, there's no chance you will pick Son at the same time. Unless you don't have Haaland. Then you probably don't pick Solanke. You just going to only pick one attacker from Spurs. I just can't see you go with 2 unless you're a Spurs fan.
Yeah, fair enough.
You love your team and you want to play your players.
I'll probably go with 1. Yeah.
one attacker probably is the max you could do.
Yep.
Defenders, I don't see any value because the new bonus rules and
Yeah, true. I've gone for Porro, but that's purely the first 2 games, Leicester and Everton. After that, I think there is probably a case to be made to move him to someone else, maybe a Guardiola or something like that.
Yeah.
But for the moment, I've gone with Porro, just for those first 2 games, and then see how it goes after.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice.
Yeah. But yeah, I probably don't think I'll go for more than one Spurs attacker. I do like a Spurs attacker for the start because Leicester look just in shambles in preseason. So I don't mind targeting that fixture, to be honest. But yeah.
How much is Maddison?
Maddison is, I think, 7.5, but I wouldn't go for him. There's been cases to be made that apparently, like, Spurs fans want. They've got Bergwall, who's 4.5, who's looking really good in preseason. They'd rather have him start over Maddison at the moment, but I think Maddison's going to be the one who starts.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't go for Maddison until we see like proper form from him.
I think Solanke is really, really good pick.
Okay, so I'll have to tinker. I'll have to tinker later, see what I can do with this draft and free up that money from Havertz and go Solanke, and then see what I can do in terms of,
because he can score goals. That's one thing, he can score.
That's true. And Spurs do attack quite a lot as well, so they will create chances.
But if you ask me, would I want Solanke in Arsenal? Then I would say no, because he just doesn't have that quality.
Okay, fair enough. Then moving from Spurs, City. Haaland, 15 million. Still doesn't stop people from getting Haaland in, I guess.
He's the FOMO again, so I think you just worry about if you don't pick him, he's got a hat trick. What are you gonna do?
Yep, fair enough. I think you've gone Oscar Bob.
Yep.
And is that because of like preseason form and maybe Foden not starting at the start?
Yeah, is Grealish injured as well?
He didn't feature in the Community Shield. I think he had a knock or something. But I think Oscar Bob will play on the right. So Grealish is still left-sided. So they have like Doku, Savinho, who they've just signed as well. And I don't think Foden will start the first game. So Bob, I've looked at Bob as well quite a few times, because if you're looking at Oscar Bob, like 5 million range, the only people he's competing will be against maybe Morgan Rogers, I think one other player, but the competition isn't that high.
Yeah, well, for that price range, and I think he's too good a gamble. It's too good to miss out. He's been playing really well, and the price for it is going to go up straight away.
Fair enough.
If
he does well.
If he starts and plays, say, 80 minutes or 75 minutes, and his price will go up.
Yes. Markets are very volatile at the start of FPL.
I think Rogers is good. I don't know, Rogers. I think I was deciding between Rogers and Bob. Because with me, I have Salah and Haaland, so I really don't have that much money to spend. I can only go for the cheap ones.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's probably the better one out of two.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep, fair enough. I have Rogers at the moment, but I might be making a sideways move later after I tinker with my team a bit more.
But you think City will buy a new player, right? They lost Alvarez.
They've been linked with Eze quite a bit. There were rumors yesterday about Diaz, but those were shut down immediately by City's athletic correspondent, so that's not a problem. But I think there's
Eze. Oh my God! If he comes, then I don't see Bob playing.
No, I still think Bob's minutes are numbered. It's a very short-term punt. I think once Foden is fit, then you're not going to see much of Bob as well, to be honest. Potentially. I don't know. We'll have to see. Pep has this way of like introducing random players every new season, and then suddenly they become really good. So you never know. Can't say with Pep. It's very hard to predict what he's going to do.
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't play, go straight back to Rogers, right?
Yeah. That's probably what I would end up doing. Yeah. Defense. Is it just Guardiola?
Yeah, I think so. He's nailed on left back.
Yep, fair enough. All right, we'll wait and see. I think I might look at Bob. Like there's comments in the chat as well. Bob will play a game or two, then Bernardo will play there. Yeah, that's also possible. Bernardo
Yeah,
Silva.
maybe.
Yeah, but I guess you're looking for
But he
that.
plays so well,
Yeah,
a
that's true.
few assists, a few goals, and he might keep his place. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the gamble you have to take, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. You're looking for that extra value in terms of FPL price going up by those one or two good performances mainly.
Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. Let's go to. Okay, I'll go to United. What have you, from a neutral's point of view, what do you think so far?
When you spend 63 million pounds on
A defender who gets injured.
18-year-old centre defender and
Yeah.
got injured for 3 months, I don't know. They probably know what they're doing. The new management,
Well, they signed Delete now, so
they signed Delete and someone else, didn't they?
Mazraoui, yeah, right back from
Who's he
Bayern.
again?
He's the right back from Bayern. Mazraoui. So
Okay.
he can play right back and left back.
So does that mean
I
what's
think
his
Dalot
name
is still
going?
first choice
I can't.
because
I don't know, this whole change in defenders, and
Yeah.
you still got Evans and Maguire,
yeah,
Martinez. I think Martinez is good.
yep,
I don't know. I'm not convinced with their defending.
fair enough. I'm probably also still not
Attacking,
convinced.
great. Attacking, I think they'll score goals, but it's the defending I'm not too convinced.
Fair enough. Same. I'm probably still not fully convinced with the defense.
No, I just don't know if Delete can get used to playing in Premier League. He's been playing in Spain and Germany, and they're a bit slower.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how he does. I don't know. We'll have to adapt and see what he exactly what he does. Now the only thing is like Shaw is injured for the moment, or not fit, not injured, not fit yet to start. So he won't be playing left back. So which is why I think that Mazraoui signing is there for
right.
to probably play left back for the moment. But attacking wise, Diallo has looked really good in terms of he's the other 5 million option.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
With like Oscar Bob. So I might even switch to Diallo if I think he is doing well. Like let's say I go Bob, and if it doesn't work out, and then maybe if Diallo's nailed down that spot on the right wing, I could
Is he playing for sure?
I think he will start game week 1.
So he's basically taken Anthony's place.
Yeah, effectively, yes. Now the thing is, Garnacho hasn't had much of a preseason, but came on and scored a really good goal against City in the Community Shield. Rashford has been okay in preseason, I would say, but obviously missed quite a number of chances in the Community Shield. I don't know who's going to start. Now, obviously, Højlund is out injured for at least the first month, maybe.
Rashford might play in that position.
Maybe, I don't know. And then I'm not sure, will Garnacho play left wing? Garnacho come off the bench? Kind of where I'm uncertain in terms of game week 1. But because they're the first game, maybe we might get some news before the lineups are out potentially.
If I was Ten Hag, I would play Garnacho every single game.
Yeah, he has like that X factor to do something crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like he's such a good player.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you play him?
True.
Last year, he did really well.
Fair enough. Yeah, I
had him in my team. Didn't I?
Yes, you do. The only reason I think he'll get into the team eventually. I just game week 1, because he hasn't had enough preseason. That's why that's the only reason I would think about it.
That's a worry. Maybe I need to change him as well.
Maybe.
I just feel like he's a quality player.
Yeah, I think he will eventually end up in that spot. Whether it's left wing or right wing, I'm not sure where exactly. But I think he will get into the team eventually, just because of he's pretty good in terms of getting goals and whatnot.
Did he come back late?
Yes, because he was with Copa America with Argentina.
Yeah. But he didn't really play much, though, I don't think.
No, but then again, still late preseason. Bruno, but if you were to choose now, okay, here's the thing. Because if I go let's say I would downgrade Havertz or something, if I had to pick between Odegaard or Bruno Fernandes, I'm slightly leaning towards Bruno because of the penalties and all.
Yeah, true. True. That is true.
But what do you? an option? Or
No, I agree. The fact that you have no striker, he's probably going to play as a false nine.
yeah, probably.
He'll take most of the free kicks and penalty. Then, I mean, yeah. How much is he again?
8.5, same price as Odegaard.
Then I actually think that he's a better pick than Odegaard.
I have to now start tinkering again. We'll have to see how this goes. But yeah.
He's got penalties.
Yeah, that's the thing. He does have penalties. That's the one thing. And I think with Ahmad in the team, Ahmad, I feel like he finds a better way to try and win penalties. Because he tends to drive into the box quite a lot, takes his man on. So because of that, it results in him getting tackled, and he's a very small player as well. So he tends to get tackled often. So could lead to a bit more increase in penalties, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah.
And for them, he will play the whole 90 minutes, right?
That's the other thing. He played the Community Shield also like full, and no preseason. He's just playing straight 90 minutes, yeah. So he will play. Yeah, that's for sure. That's true.
And Arsenal got kind worse fixtures compared to United, so
at the start, yeah.
Maybe,
I don't know.
I think Fernandes is a better pick. If you just purely compare these two for the first
couple of weeks,
8 game week, then I think Fernandes is a good pick.
Fair enough. Okay, moving on. Let's go to Fulham. Very good run of fixtures, Fulham there. They're up there. Your boy Smith Rowe has moved to Fulham, scored 2 goals already in preseason.
I know. How good.
I know.
He won't play 90 minutes. I just can't see him play 90 minutes. He hasn't played 90 minutes for a long, long time. I just can't see him play the whole 90 minutes. But then again, he plays for Fulham and he will be the star player and he will get more passes to him. He run into the box. That's what he does. Just burst into box, score goals. I really like the choice he made with the team he went to. I think is good for him.
Yeah, fair enough.
If he stays fit,
that's the one.
He will give you point.
Yeah, I still remember having him in that season that he broke through in the Arsenal team, and I think I asked you this question before as well. Like, if you had to pick, I think it was between Smith Rowe and Martinelli. And you said Smith Rowe, and I went Smith Rowe, and it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that season he was awesome, right? He literally saved Arteta's job.
Yeah.
So, but it's got the talent. It just doesn't have the fitness to do it.
So if he remains fit, really good option.
Yeah, but he did remain fit for the second half of last season.
Yes, he was.
He just didn't get picked.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully if he can regain that form that he had in that early season, would be a really good option. Is he one
5.5?
Yeah, exactly. Is he one of the best 5.5 options? Because there are quite a few in that bracket actually.
Yeah, I would say so. He would be.
Yeah, so you have him. You got Minte from Brighton. You have Jacob Murphy, who's had an excellent preseason from Newcastle.
Yeah.
You would have Ben Brereton Diaz, who's just signed for Southampton. I think Hudson-Odoi, Elanga. You have Kamada from Crystal Palace. So there are quite a few options. But I think Fulham have some of the best fixtures. At least the opening 6. If you take away, apart from Game Week 1, Leicester, Ipswich, West Ham, Forest. Too bad, I would say.
I think the way Fulham plays suits him as well.
Yeah. Any other Fulham players that interest you?
I mean, if you want to go for a cheap striker option, then is that Muniz?
Muniz, 6 million.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good option.
Defense?
No, the defense has been a bit. They sold a couple of players, so I'm not sure how they left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Robinson, maybe?
Yeah, I've got
Robinson.
Robinson.
Only one. Yeah.
Just because of how attacking he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other team that you would like? Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea. Nkunku is one of the only players that I think at the moment.
He was good until they bought Neto.
Yeah, You worried
I
about
was
that?
like, what happened there? I mean, I had Nkoku in my team,
Yeah,
then they spent all that money on
on Pedro Neto.
Neto. I was like, what happens here? What's going on?
Yeah,
I just they got 41 players in the team. I'm
I've
not
lost
sure what
count.
they're doing.
I've lost count.
I have no idea what's gonna happen. A Cole Palmer probably is the one
Yeah, but too
you know for
expensive,
sure will
10.5.
play.
Yeah,
It's too expensive. You're right. And then Nkunku probably the next best thing, right?
yeah. That's where I'm at the moment. I think he is the next best thing for Chelsea. And they got good fixtures, to be honest. Now, obviously, they are lower, but that's because they have City and Liverpool on the either side of the
Mm-hmm.
Game Week 1 and Game Week 8. But like in the middle, they got Wolves, Palace, Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, Forest. That's a really good run.
Yeah, I had him. Then I changed it to Garnacho.
Maybe he might be changing back. I don't know.
I might change it back
Yeah.
because if Garnacho is not playing the first couple of weeks, then there's no point having
Yeah.
him, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I would probably start with Nkunku and then maybe switch to
See
Garnacho
how he
after.
goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
potentially.
that's probably what we're gonna do.
Okay. Um, we've touched most of the big teams. Palace, obviously, Eze still slight uncertainty, but I don't know. Maybe he'll be there, maybe he won't. Hard to tell. Good fixtures though for Crystal Palace up there, fourth in the ticker. Villa, Watkins hasn't had any preseason yet, so I don't think he will start Game Week 1 potentially. That's the one thing to keep an eye
Yeah,
out for Villa.
I think Newcastle is the interesting one to
Yes,
talk about.
Newcastle, Isak in everyone's draft, potentially captaincy option as well.
Yep.
Anthony Gordon, quite favorite as well, 7.5. A lot of people have him.
Yeah, it's quite cheap, right? Considering.
Yeah. Then there's Jacob Murphy, who I mentioned. I've gone for Jacob Murphy over Anthony Gordon at the moment.
Is he playing? Is
Murphy?
it?
Yeah, he'll play that right wing spot. So it'll be Anthony Gordon left wing, Isak up front, and Murphy right wing. For how long, I can't tell you because I have no idea. If they sign someone, then it's a different story. But he's been really good in preseason.
Right. Okay. I didn't watch much of that play.
Yeah,
I thought Almiron would be still playing on the right wing.
He was. They were trying to sell him, and I think they were looking to sell him to some other club, but the move has fallen. Like it's fallen through, so don't know what's going to happen there. But Murphy will start right wing.
Right.
With
Okay. That's
potentially
an
Gordon.
interesting one.
Yeah, Gordon left wing. And then defense. Obviously, the rumors about Trippier leaving. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. But if that happens, then Livramento becomes a option on that right back spot. Lewis Hall in the left back spot. And then obviously you have Nick Pope in goal. Where are you with Newcastle in general?
Yeah. Attacking wise, I think the two players you mentioned, Isaac and Anthony Gordon Priest, are more favorable ones at the moment. Jacob Murphy, and if he's nailed on and he's cheap, and that becomes an option as well. Defenders, I'm not sure. It's just too many moving pieces. A lot of things can happen in the last 2 weeks. I think they will make some changes.
Maybe.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. The keeper is good though.
Yeah.
Pope is good.
They've been linked with Wehi from Palace. I don't know if they will sign him or not. We'll have to wait and see.
They have the money, so
yeah, exactly. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, like you said, Gordon good, Isak good. I'm up on Murphy as well, to be honest. But yeah,
as a cheap option, right?
yeah, it's a cheap option, just because of how my squad is structured at the moment. And I've got Lewis Hall because he's played well in preseason as a 4.5 defender, so I don't mind it at the moment.
That's good. That's good. Good thinking. I mean, I'm thinking about a 4.5.
Yeah, there are quite a few options. Any other team you want to touch on, or do you want to go draft?
Let's go to draft. I think.
All right.
That's it.
This is your current draft. So you gone for Rhea in goal, Turner as the 4.0 choice, Gabriel, Guardiola, Van de Ven, Barco, and Ben Johnson, Gordon, Bob, Salah, Garnacho, and Smith Rowe in midfield, and Haaland, Isak, and Joao Pedro up front. What's
Yep.
the? I guess you're confident on Arsenal's clean sheets.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of goalkeeper options, I was gonna go with West Ham first and second combo.
Yeah, Ariola and
And I
Fabianski.
thought, well, I'm pretty confident Arsenal's defensive is going to be pretty good again. And I just, I was going to go with 3 Arsenal players.
Yep.
But I thought, oh, the first 5 games, 6 games, pretty difficult.
Yep.
Let's just go with 2 defenders to start with. And I don't want to pick 2 defenders, so I just pick 1 keeper and 1 defender.
Fair enough. Do you think it'll be too much, Rhea, as a goalkeeper? Because 5.5 end of the day
is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can find 4.5 goalkeepers that might not get close in terms of clean sheet potential, but because of the amount of saves they'll make, points wise, they might kind of get close to what Rhea would by the end of the season or something.
That's the thing. I'm still undecided on that goalkeeper option there. Yeah. Who would be a good goalkeeper?
So I've gone for Henderson from Palace and Flecken from Brentford. Now, I don't like Flecken that much because not that great a goalkeeper, but they rotate well.
He did score quite a lot of points
at the end of the season. Yeah. So they rotate decently in terms of fixtures. I don't mind that. That's one option.
Is that 2 4.5?
That's 2 4.5s, yes.
That's actually pretty good. Both players are first team players. I think you can switch around.
Yeah. And you maybe save another 0.5 on this by doing that because you let upgrade turn, obviously. But you'll save 0.5 where you can maybe use that money to, I don't know, you could put another player somewhere else.
Or just put it in the bank. And
yeah, true. And just wait and see what happens eventually. Yeah.
I think I might do that. That's a good advice, that one.
Defense, what's your thoughts?
Defense, I'm pretty happy with Gabriel, Vadio, Barco, and Johnson. Because I just short in cash, right? Van der Van, I'm not too sure. I don't think he started in their preseason games.
Let me try and find that information. I think I have a minutes tracker of preseason. Spurs, Van der Ven. Where is Van der Ven? Don't find. Oh no, he's played only 45 minutes in the last game.
Yeah, so he's he doesn't score many goals, and
you could switch to like a Robinson if you wanted from Fulham.
Yeah,
4.5. They rotate well with Brighton. Some fixtures. That's a possibility.
So yeah, that's the one I'm not too sure. I think Robinson will be a good option for 4.5. But if I go with your goalkeeper options, then I can get a 5 million.
You could get a 5 million defender as well.
Right?
Yep. Like a Munoz or something from Palace, something like that. Yep.
Something like that. So I think I might think about that.
Yep.
But for now, for this draft,
this is how
I have him there. So I just want to have sort of one Spurs player there.
Yep. Fair enough.
Just to diversify the risk a bit, but subject to change again.
Yep. Midfield: Gordon, Salah, Mitro, Oscar-Bob, and Garnacho.
Yeah, pretty happy with Gordon, Salah, Smith Rowe, and Bob at this moment in time. Garnacho, I think I will change to a Chelsea player.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Kunku. Yeah.
And then up front, forward line looks pretty settled as well.
It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that.
All right, cool.
Pretty standard, right? For
most drafts have that. It's just like the variation of it's either Joe Pedro or Solanke or Muniz or even in some cases Havertz in my case for the moment. But I'll show you mine. So I've gone for Henderson and Flecken as the rotating keepers. I've gone for Porro, Kwanzaa from Liverpool, 4.5. Lewis Hall from Newcastle, Robinson, and Barco. So I didn't have Barco before. I've added him just now because I had Ben Johnson before. But because I saw like Brighton and Fulham rotate decently in terms of fixtures, I've gone and added Barco. And again, another one where I'm like, ooh, maybe I can like try and gain some price rises if he does well, potentially.
Yeah, because everyone's got Barco in their team.
Yeah. In midfield, I've gone for Murphy, Nkunku, Salah, Rashford, and Rodgers. Now, I think Rogers, I might switch to Bob to try and see if I can get some price from that, like price rises potentially, and play him in the Game Week 2 Ipswich fixture as well. And I don't mind playing him Game Week 1 as well, over maybe bench in Nkunku or something like that, potentially. Because City, the way Chelsea have been defending, I think City could do well.
Yeah,
potentially.
Both teams will score goals.
So the only thing that I'm kind of uncertain at the moment is the Rashford move. Now, up front, I've gone Haaland, Isak, and Havertz. Now, after the discussion with you, maybe if I move Havertz to, let's say, a Solanke, that frees up 0.5 for me to upgrade Rashford maybe to can go 7.5. I could go Anthony Gordon and switch Murphy to Smith Rowe. That is a possibility. I could also move Rashford to Jota if I wanted double Liverpool.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But minutes.
Yeah, you don't know his minutes, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing. So maybe the more logical thing would be switch Rashford to maybe Anthony Gordon, move Jacob Murphy to a Smith Rowe or something like that. Then maybe Rogers to a Bob and start Bob eventually.
Yeah.
I have to think about it. But yeah, I would like to get a United player, but yeah, at the moment I'm uncertain.
I thought you were going to go with Fernandes, right?
The only problem is to get there, I'll be another 1 million short. Because if I go to Solanke, I get only 0.5 extra from this. So Rashford is 7 million.
Is Rashford only 7?
Yeah, that's why I have Rashford in there.
Wow, cheap as chips, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And he'll play he'll play a good number of minutes and he'll start. That's why I've got him in there. But here, the form wise, he's been a bit mixed bag at the moment.
Yeah, didn't they talking about Rashford going to Arsenal?
Oh no, that's
a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that happening, but now it might not happen.
I just don't think we have the cash to pay him.
No, yeah, probably not.
It was way too expensive.
The other options are I could move Murphy to a Minte as well, but I think I might wait because I don't like Brighton's opening set of fixtures. Because they got Everton, United, and Arsenal. Game week 4 though, Ipswich and Forest, and then Chelsea. Not too bad, I would say. So I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, but I might think a bit more now after having a discussion with you at the moment. So that's mine. Any thoughts? Anything else?
Yeah, I just think Havertz and Solanke. I think is. Then you have 0 Arsenal player.
Yes, that's the one thing I was like, I wanted to get an Arsenal attacker. Because you guys will do well in that Wolves fixture. I think Aston Villa also, there's goals in that game potentially.
Who out of Arsenal is going to score? That's the thing, right? I mean, everyone can score goals. That's so good about Arsenal is everyone can score goals.
They're trying to find.
And everyone will score goals. And we don't rely on a single person to score all the goals, so which make it tricky for FPL. And how long Saka is going to play? I agree with you. He will play from the start.
Yeah.
Hopefully the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know how fit he is, and he is fit. I think he looks pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just tricky with Arsenal at the moment, attacking wise, because we're just so good at doing it.
Maybe I just avoid that opening set of fixtures. But the only thing is I've gone Havertz because of like that differential, because not everyone is looking at Arsenal attack because of those opening fixtures.
I think Havertz will play.
Yeah.
Most likely will play the 90 minutes.
Yeah. But
switching from striker to left 8.
The thing is, like, Solanke is probably slightly better than him, I guess.
Do you think Solanke is going to really start the first game?
I don't know. That's the only problem.
Joined the team.
Yeah, that's kind of what So I wanted to wait and see with that. That was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, maybe I'll wait and see in terms of like.
There's no more preseason games, is there?
No. So that I wanted to wait and see how he does in Spurs before going for him immediately. And the other thing is, like, compared to Havertz, who I think will play 90 minutes, I can't say the same thing for Solanke, because there is the possibility like Richarlison, once he's fit, can come in there and play. Kulusevski could get some minutes from him, like plays the right wing or false nine, stuff like that. So
Well, Solanke effectively is competing with Richarlison, right?
yes, and Solanke
I
is
just think he has to go.
Richarlison can't even stay fit at the moment. So I think Solanke will be the better option. The question is, I can't go with him straight away. We'll see.
It is hard because as a new player,
Yeah,
1 week before the first game starts,
but
why would you play him
fixture.
or not?
True, but it's a good fixture. Like he's Leicester at home.
Away.
Also Leicester away, but it's still good.
Still good. Get him to bet in.
The only problem
on paper, yes. On
yeah.
paper is all.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's true. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll mull over it and see what I feel like. See
but
what I can.
Know for sure Havertz will play.
Yes,
will
that's
start.
the thing. Yeah. So I'll have to think about it and see how it go. But it will give me 0.5 to improve if I don't want Rashford improve that spot for like a Gordon and switch Murphy to a Smith Rowe, stuff like that. So I'll play around with it and see how it rotates in terms of fixtures and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe get Arsenal players in after game week 5 or 6.
Yeah, true. So we'll see how we go. Now I'll take some questions from the chat. And do you have time to build the committee, the panel team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Quickly get the panel team up, and first I'll ask a few questions. There are a few. One from Quinton. Thoughts on Son captaincy over Isak for game week 1?
Isak wins this.
Yeah, same. I'd probably go with Isak for the moment.
Yeah.
Just because Son, I know Isak on like striker, potentially on penalties, whereas Son left wing as well, so slightly more different role. Yeah, probably Isak for me. Kanav has posted his team. Basically, he's gone Haaland, Isak, with midfield of Salah, Fernandes, Eze, Gordon, and Gibbs White. Robinson, Konsa, and Mikolenko in defense, and his goalkeeper is Flecken. Any suggestions?
It's a pretty good team, isn't it? Like, what's the other two defenders again?
Robinson, Konsa, Mikolenko, and then on the bench he's got Harwood, Bellis, and Johnson. The two 4.0s. So it's Konsa and Mikolenko.
I think it's pretty midfield and attacking loaded, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a bit uncertain on Konsa and Mikolenko. Mikolenko I think is fine. Konsa, Aston Villa's defense in preseason hasn't looked that great. So that's the only thing.
Yeah, on paper, I mean, seems good. I think with the bonus system, I think the defenders won't get as many points as before. I think that is quite smart doing that.
Yeah, true. That's the only thing I might look at a few others in terms of 4.5s. But like it looks good. The rest of the team looks good, to be honest.
The attacking midfielders and is really good.
Yeah. Rebnek asked Minte or Mbeumo. Might go Minte at the moment.
Yeah.
I am not sure on penalties for Mbeumo, as long as Ivan Toney is still there.
There's uncertainty there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is he gonna go or is he gonna stay?
Yeah. This question is for you. Why? So in terms of your goalkeepers, so get a 4.5 million keeper and then maybe get Porro for Van der Ven. But then if you rotate, I don't think you'll have enough money. Yeah.
I think getting 2 first team goalkeepers are good. You can rotate. It's a good suggestion.
Yeah. Any others? I don't see any other questions for the moment. All right, let's. Murphy and Daichi Kamada. I might go Murphy. Newcastle.
Kamada is playing for who again?
Crystal Palace.
Okay. No, actually, I don't know enough about that player.
Fair enough. I'll probably go for Murphy for the moment.
If he starts.
Yeah. let me bring up the panel team and also share it with you.
So what's our strategy?
Good question. I'm not really sure at the moment what exactly how do we want to do this? All right, I've got it up for you, but I need to get it up for the stream.
Yeah, what about we'll do one without Salah and Haaland?
Oh, we can do that. Yes. Oh, we can go for one or do without
Yeah,
either as
maybe
well.
just pick one.
Yeah. Okay. So it's up on the stream for everyone else as well. This was basically auto pick team, so we're gonna switch that. So let me clean it up, and you tell me. So if we were to pick between Salah or Haaland, who would you prefer?
The fact that Foden is not back, because if you don't pick Haaland, if Foden is playing, you can pick Foden, right?
But you don't have
If
City
Foden,
attackers.
yeah. But now I think we're gonna have to go with Haaland.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with Haaland.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start from the defense, or do we want to like just name players and I'll just add them?
Yeah. Pick the key players. I pick one. You pick one, maybe.
Okay. Who's your key
All right, your
choice?
turn.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. I will go with Henderson then from Palace. Just for that 4.5.
I think go Saliba as a defender.
Saliba as a defender. I will go for. I'll go for Pedro Porro.
Okay, I'm thinking we do need a Liverpool player. With the attacking ones, no one is really nailed on.
Like
I go with Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, midfield. So like we'll play like a 3-4-2, 3-5-2, something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to pick the other forward spot, Isak? Or?
Yeah, I mean it's your turn. You
Isak?
pick up. You can pick any player.
Yeah, I'll go for
your head.
I'll go for Isak for the other forward spot.
Isak.
All right.
All right, midfield. Oh God, midfield. How is Diallo?
Diallo. Yep, fair enough. Good 5-point option.
Because we do need some cheap ones as well.
Yeah. I will go for. Ooh. This is the interesting part. All right, I'm going to go for Smith Rowe as the 5.5.
Yeah. Solanke.
Okay.
Midfield, maybe.
Who are we looking at? Thinking. We have a budget. Let me put 2 4.0 defenders just in case for the moment, just to get the budget.
So get a Bako and Ben Johnson, or
yeah, I don't mind that. All right. Nkunku?
Yeah, you go with that.
Yeah, I'll go with Nkunku.
Actually, I will go with Fernandes instead of Diallo
Ahmad.
and
Yep, fair enough.
Because we're trying to be a bit different, right?
Yep.
How much do we have?
There are 17.5.
That's pretty good. We need to get another 4.5 goalkeeper.
Yeah. I'll put Flecken in there for now.
Yeah.
There are comments about maybe a Jota for Liverpool attack.
Yeah, because we do need a Liverpool player.
Yeah,
Another Liverpool, yeah. Jota is good, yeah.
that's the feedback from the chat.
What do we got left?
We have 5.5.
Oh, perfect.
We have a few 5.5 options.
Yeah. 5.5.
You got Minte from Brighton. You have Jacob Murphy from Newcastle. Kamada from Crystal Palace. There are 5 million options like a Rogers if needed. Let me have a look. I think there are a few others from 5.5 that I'm missing out. Obviously, you got the Crystal Palace. I mean, the Forest boys, Alanga or Hudson-Odoi. You have Semenyo for Bournemouth, although I think the fixtures are slightly tough, to be honest.
Hudson-Odoi
from Forest.
Yeah, how's that?
Not too bad.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Is he...
If you go Hudson-Odoi, have a team like this with 0 in the bank. Let me make it first. So the team would look something like Isak, Ben Johnson. Maybe Hudson-Odoi over Nkunku or Smith Rowe maybe. I don't know.
Nkunku against City.
Yeah. Who else would you start? Nkunku
or
Smith Rowe or Hudson?
Our midfield does look pretty. Doesn't look strong, does it?
Well, because the defense is very expensive.
Yeah.
Let's say
if we already got Jota, do we really need to have Trent?
Not really. Or I could downgrade Porro to maybe a Robinson.
Yeah.
And that gives us 1 million. And you can use that 1 million.
Upgrade
Hudson-Odoi? But to who? 6.5.
I think you need to have 3 really strong midfield. I mean, we consider Nkunku and Smith Rowe to be the cheaper midfield, right?
Yeah. But Jota and Bruno is not too bad. Maybe you would want like a Gordon there as well.
Yeah, I feel like Gordon Pro is good.
You get a Gordon in there, you're short by 1 million. So which is where Trent.
We can't have Trent. We just can't have Trent.
Yeah. So if you downgrade,
maybe get a. You want triple Newcastle or what?
You could go Guardiola. 6 million.
Yeah. A premium sort of defender, yeah. Will that work?
That works.
Yeah, so I think we'll go with this for now.
Okay. So you would have something like this.
Yeah.
With Smith Rowe maybe first on the bench. Obviously you'll start Barco probably.
Yeah,
because he plays Everton.
Yeah.
View my league. No, that's fine. Okay. Not too bad, I say. Who do you captain?
Isak.
Oh, there's another suggestion as well. There's like, instead of going Trent, you can go Kwanzaa from Liverpool. That's one option. But I think
Is
Robinson,
he playing for sure?
I think he'll start. I don't know like how many games. He's a better ball playing defender than Konate. So that's why I think he will start. How many games? Not fully sure. The other suggestions are for 5.5. There's got Bertrand Diaz from Southampton. Porro, they've mentioned, but I think we've got 2. Maybe you go with Porro at the start and then Guardiola after, potentially. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
I do think we need to keep the top 11 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Good players. I think at the moment, Barco seems like the weaker one in there.
Yeah, but it's against Everton, so I guess it's fine because he'll rotate with Robinson, which is not too bad.
Oh, I think this is good.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep it like this. I'll put it on the chat as well and see what others think as well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's basically it. Any final questions from the chat? If not, I think we will end it there. And I will most likely be streaming. I'll definitely be streaming on Friday for a deadline stream. But if people have any questions with regards to, like if they want me to do another stream on Friday, I could probably do one. Or we have one more question for you, Roy.
Oh,
A team question, team related one. This is from Rohan. It's got Guardiola, Burn, and Saliba in defense. Gordon, Mbeumo, Smith Rowe, Salah, and Hudson-Odoi up front. I mean, in midfield. Up front, he's gone Haaland and Havertz with a 4.5 striker. And then defense, obviously, the rest of the defense is Robinson and Mikalenko as well. The defense is fine. Up front, I guess the only thing that's missing is maybe an Isak.
Yeah. It's counting on Havertz to score big, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. 4.5. So basically, it's two strikers.
Yeah, two strikers, 3-5-2. Wait, I think I probably might look to get Isak over Havertz.
Yeah, I agree. Other than that, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, the rest of the team
defenders,
is fine, I think. Defenders are Saliba, Guardiola, Robinson, Mikalenko, and Dan Burn.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Really good.
Yeah.
Because Dan Burn will play in the centre half to start with.
Yeah.
So midfield again, sorry.
Midfield is Anthony Gordon, Smith Rowe, Salah, Hudson-Odoi, and Mbeumo.
Yeah, well,
not too bad.
It's not too bad, but you can't get Isak because you just don't have money to do that, right?
Probably. That's most likely the reason, I think. But he'll have to see. And then 2 final teams, and then we'll end it. I've got 2 more teams that just got sent in. Another team from Elazar, Henderson in goal, with Matt Sells as the forest keeper. So he's rotating with the forest keeper. Defense is Anderson, Barco, Robinson, Mikalenko, and Lewis Hall. So all 4.5s in defense. Midfield is Eze, Gordon, Salah, Oscar Bob, and Rogers. And then up front, Haaland, Havertz, and Isak. Some reason this team looks...
Yeah, the defenders, there's no premium defenders in there.
No.
I suppose considering the new bonus system, it's probably not a bad shout.
Yeah.
It's pretty top heavy as well.
Yes, very top heavy. Midfield is like Eze, Gordon, have Salah as well. 2 5.0s in Bob and Rogers. I don't know if 2 5.0s in Bob and Rogers. I would go for 2. Probably go for 1. And try and get a 5.5 in there instead, like a Smith Rowe or even a Murphy potentially. And if that means downgrading Havertz to try and improve that 5.0 midfielder.
Joe Pedro or someone.
Yeah, Joe Pedro or someone. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised a lot of people pick Havertz.
I don't know how much of influence I might have had by having Havertz in my team as well. I don't know. Potentially.
I hope he scored loads of goals for us.
Yeah, I hope so as well. But I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be switching now.
He hasn't been scoring many goals for us. That's the problem. He's a good link-up player, but when he's given chance, he does miss a lot of chances.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
Yep.
Yeah, just for FPL, I'm just not convinced.
Fair enough. And then the final team, Flecken in goal, with the 4.0 Brentford keeper. So just one 4.5 keeper. Gabriel, Trent, and Porro, with Barco and Robinson as the other 2 defenders. Eze, Bruno Fernandes, Diego Jota, Nkunku, and Jacob Murphy. And up front is Haaland, Isak, and Muniz. So no Salah, but you have Jota here instead.
Yeah, quite similar to our penalty.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, I think I like it. Without Salah, I think that is good. It is a good team.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see any issues in that.
Yep.
Really similar to how our PKLs.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. I like it as well, to be honest. Don't see anything wrong with it.
You see, the issue with a lot of teams don't have Salah and Haaland is that if they do score big first 2 weeks, if you want to go back and get them,
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So that for me is the issue.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting with both. Just for that safety blanket.
But if they're not scoring, it's easier to change to something else.
Yep.
I think that's just my comments on that.
Yeah, I think that.
Other than that, it looks good.
Yeah, I like the team, but you can see what you can do. You can do a lot by not even having one of them, because you can get that midfield as a whole can improve significantly.
I mean, Fernandes. I mean,
yeah.
If you have Salah, it's so hard to get Fernandes.
Yeah,
I know he's only 7, but
he's 8.
Sorry, so Fernandes is not. Sorry, I'm talking about Rashford. Yeah,
Rashford. Yeah, Fernandes is 8.5. So you can't get. Yeah, it's not easy.
You can't get it.
Yeah. Cool. I think we'll end it there, and I'll do a deadline stream on Friday, and I might even do an extra stream before the deadline stream, like a much more earlier one. Because deadline obviously is at 3:30 for us here in Australia. So because there might be plenty of questions. So I'll probably do 2 streams, most likely on Friday. And then final question: to replace Havertz, would you go Muniz from Fulham or Joe Pedro from Brighton?
From the fixture point of view, Muniz probably is, at the moment for me is probably better.
Yeah, probably Muniz as well for me. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you, Roy. And we'll see you all obviously for podcast next week. Any final thing to add, Roy?
Well, there might be 20 transfers happening before the game week 1, so the whole thing will just be out of the window.
Yeah, fair enough. Hopefully you don't think it too much, but hopefully the squad remains the same. And thank you to everyone who's been watching as well. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I think we're 2 or 1 subscribers away from hitting 800 subscribers. So if we can hit it before the season starts, that will be great. There's apparently Brighton are looking to sign a new left back according to rumors. So we don't know how long Barco could. We'll have to wait and see. I've seen those rumors, but I'm not too worried at the moment. End of the day, Barco is 4.0, so we'll see.
Unless they're selling, what's his name?
Estupinan.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. He's injured at the moment, so I don't know if anyone will buy him as well.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll monitor and see, but I'm okay with Barco for the moment. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there are other options at 4.0 if needed to go there. Yeah. Okay. One last query. Send it over soon and we'll end it. Give me a minute. Robinson and Eze or 2 5.5 mids and Pedro Porro. Robinson and Eze or 2 5.5 mids and Pedro Porro.
That's 2 with change to 3. What?
So I think with the money he has, I think one of the 5 million mids will become a 5.5.
Right.
So Eze ends up becoming a 5.5. And then another 5 million midfielder ends up becoming a 5.5 million midfielder.
5.5.
Yeah, and then Robinson also goes to Pedro Porro. Yeah.
No, actually, I like Robinson and Eze.
Yeah, probably same at the moment. Unless Eze
that's if Eze stays.
Yes. If Eze moves, then throw that out the window. But at the moment, Robinson and Eze. Cool. I think we will end it there. Thank you very much, Roy. And thank you to everyone who's joining the stream as well. And I will see you all on Friday. Peace out, everyone.
All right. Good luck, everyone.